Alright YouTube, today is a good day. Right here, what you're looking at is the new TN42 flashlight from Thrunite. This light is supposed to be the farthest throwing flashlight on the market. I never do unboxings. I find it quite boring, but I see Casey Neistat, Mo Vlogs, all these guys always do an unboxing, so I got to attempt to do my first one. This comes right from Thrunite themselves, and I'm anxious to get this out and see how it does. So just bear with me with my first initial unboxing. Hopefully I don't bore the piss out of you. I thought about using regular utility knife, but I don't want to rip into the box too bad. Let's go ahead and start the unboxing. Like I said, I think that utility knife would have probably damaged. Well packed. A lot of air bubbles in here. That's nice. Look at that. Enough of unboxing. We're getting right to the flash. Sorry, I can't wait. Although you do get a very well-protected flashlight in styrofoam, pretty much rest assured there isn't going to be any damage to this thing in shipping. And this is the cool white version. Real quick accessories, rubber tail switch, 2 O-ring, and a shoulder lanyard. I have no idea what the heck this is. If anybody knows. Basic directions, but that's all you need. And that's about it for accessories. Now onto the light. Look at that reflector. It is just unreal. Of course, this has that HP 35 emitter in it, very small emitter. One single side switch. They got rid of the magnetic dial switch, and it is very well built. A lot of attention paid to detail on this thing. Not too heavy, but the size of the reflector just blows me away, and I'm pretty much guarantee you that is why this thing throws so far, is this massive reflector on it. For anybody interested in measurements, you're looking at a total of 4 inches from end to end on the head of this thing. Look at that. As far as batteries, does take 4 18650s. I'm running protected cells in here. These are Panasonic, so I'll be testing it with. These are the B's. Seems to be well built. My guess, pretty heavy heat sink, but I'm not taking it apart. Actually, I'm just gonna take the head off. I probably shouldn't. I don't like doing that right away. Can remove it. And there is the emitter with the heat sink. Very small, very deep reflector. I'm getting the top back on there. Now the TN42, I could not pull that apart. I think you had to heat it up. Now one thing I noticed on these batteries versus say the K70, 2 are facing this way and 2 are facing that way. So that means that's telling me it's running, say, pushing about 7.5 to 8 volts versus the K70s are running over 13 volts through the same style emitter. I do believe this is waterproof down to 2 meters, drop resistant to 1 meter. Goal here is to do some beam shots in comparison to other flashlights. Starting out with, we're going to do the Fat Max, which is a wicked light in itself. Oh, one last thing, the modes, sorry. If you were to long press the side switch, it does go to low mode. You already see the tight ass beam on this thing. And of course back off. Now if you're just to hit it, turn it on, it'll cycle through, if you hold it, the 2 medium modes, double press, that is turbo. And one cool feature for this, blue light means batteries charged, red light means you gotta charge them. Back to comparing, we're gonna do a Lux test on this with a Lux meter at 4 meters and be able to calculate with very close proximity if this really is throwing 1550 meters, which if it is, this thing is gonna outdo the K70, and I am gonna be putting a head-to-head video just alone between this and the K70 so someone could determine which one of these 2 they would like to buy. But we're going to be running the Fat Max, which I really like this. I put this in a lot of my videos. In a surprisingly decent light, the Maglite ML300, the Lumitop TD16, and we might as well throw in the O-Beam O2. Doesn't have a lot of lumens, but very tight beam. Let's get out there and get rolling on this testing. All right, set up 4 meters away from my Lux meter, and we're ready to measure peak beam intensity at 4 meters, and then we'll calculate the throw. Man, that thing is bright. All right, 38,600 lux at 4 meters. To calculate throw, I'm just going to go through what I do, and this is what all the companies do. Times 4 times 16, 4 meters squared in a square root. So you're looking at 1,571 meters. This thing, I really do think, will calculate out, from what I'm seeing, to an honest 1,550 meters of throw. Like I said, keep in mind, next video, we're putting this in a K70 head-to-head. Big time. But for now, let's do some beam shots. Actually, we're going to fire up right against this wall quick a couple beam shots. Here's the Maglite ML300, and there's the Thrunite. Kind of hard to tell here, the tightness of the beam. I'd have to turn my exposure up. Try that. I turn my f-stop up. There, once again, is the Maglite, and there's the, still screwed up. Try that again. Turn my f-stop up. Maglite ML300 on the left, and there's the still washing everything out. Damn it. All right, now I got my f-stop cranked all the way up. Maglite ML300, and there's the TN42 on the right, Maglite on the left. Now you see a little bit of difference there. Now the Stanley Fatmax, really like this guy. TN42 on the right. Put this thing out to the woods, enough of this crap. All right, we're gonna cycle through first. We got a tree at 62 meters. This is the O-Beam 02, 62 meters away. The Lumatop TD16, look at that little rocket. Maglite ML300, about the same as the TD16. And the old Stanley Fatmax, $50 light, spotlight from Walmart. And the Thrunite TN42, what you were waiting for. Washing out a tree at 62 meters. Wicked. All right, we're skipping down to 140 meters away. Doing the O-Beam 02. Lumatop TD16, wicked light for cheap. Maglite ML300, 140 meters. Stanley Fatmax, 140 meters. Thrunite TN42, 140 meters, lighting the living piss out of that tree. Unreal. And in the back, 190 meters, no problem. Farther down, I'm gonna move this up to the woods. That's roughly a little over 300 meters away. Same damn thing. This thing is unreal. Like I said, we're gonna find out if this thing can outdo the K70. I'm gonna put this on the right, Fatmax on the left. Make sure I got that damn thing on high, and I do. Now, one thing I want to do is I'm gonna zoom in somewhere. You'll get a better idea. All right, I'm gonna zoom into this tree that's well north of 200 meters away. Right there. I'm running the Fatmax right now. And we're actually zoomed in about probably 15 power. That's the Fatmax. And there's the TN42. Hopefully I got the focus set, but look at that damn thing. Unreal. The Claris XT11S, I can't hit it. Not zoomed in, because it f-stops lower. I'm out in the field, a little over 300 meters away from my house. You see them lights down there? I'm gonna have my wife turn that TN42 on right now. Go ahead and turn it on. That is what you can expect. Look at that damn thing. This is lighting the whole field and everything up. Look at that. All right, go ahead, shut it off. Turn on that TD16. All right, shut that off. Go back to the big one, Thrunite. Wave it around a little bit. It hurts your eyes directly looking at it. All right, that's it. For this test, you're looking at a 4 headlight system on high beam, and I just want to demonstrate the brightness of this light compared to very bright headlights on a car. There's the TN42. Pretty wicked. Again, high beam, 4 headlight system. High beam, TN42. All right, I got my Nikon out, and right here is about what you'd be able to see with the unaided eye versus the other camera. This is a full frame camera. It's about as close to the eye as what you can get. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna walk down the road and show you what this thing's made of. Alright, so what did I think of this flashlight? Number one, I was hoping I'd get a lower serial number than that, but I got serial number 58, which is pretty cool in itself. Biggest thing I noticed with this flashlight while out there testing it is it does not get hot, and there's no way it can have that big of a heat sink in it. Shining it for probably 15 minutes continuous, it was just warm, that's it. So I think Thrunite did an incredible job driving, keeping the current down on this light and putting such a big reflector. As you saw there, it's like literally a laser beam. At first I was like, man, the 2000 lumens only, where I think the K70 is like 2600 lumens, so it's putting out more light, but I did notice K70 gets quite hot fast. I do think you could leave this on for a half an hour and there'd be absolutely no issue. This I would consider a defense weapon. There's no way you can physically look at it even 300 meters away. You cannot look at the beam, I'm telling you, there's no way. So far I really like the thing. I'm telling you, it's if this thing was driven harder, which I'm quite sure it's very capable of, you would be, I could see a 2,000 meter flashlight, easy. Numbers don't lie, you saw my Lux meter. I don't have a lot bad to say about it. Now, in no way am I or form affiliated with Thrunite. I wish I was. I bought enough products from them. Someday maybe they'll start sending me lights to test, but for now they're not. Very simple side switchy. I was concerned about no magnetic dial. I already don't miss it. Can't wait to do the head-to-head between this and the K70, and that is coming up. Hopefully within a day or two we'll see. I think Thrunite did a good one there. TN42, little rocket. There you go, Thrunite.